Hi everyone, I am Dr. Sarita Prain, Director of Hamadosrabi Ayurveda Siddha Hospital. So today I came with a new topic, that is allergic rhinitis. It's a common condition we observe in many people, especially those who work in dusty areas and in factories and all. That is, recurrent sneezing is one of the prominent symptoms in this disease. Allergic rhinitis. So rhinitis, the word means, rhine means nose and itis means inflammation. The inner membrane of the nose is getting inflamed in this condition due to any allergic reaction, due to any allergens. So when our body is giving the immune response to these allergens, it leads to this allergic rhinitis. Hypersensitivity, this condition we say. So this is called as allergic rhinitis. So what are the causes of allergic rhinitis? We know when an allergen enter into our nose, just is stick on to the nasal membrane, inner membrane of the nose, that mucous membrane. Suddenly a mucoid secretion will come and it prevents the entrance of these allergens into the nose. So in order to prevent that entrance of these allergens, the body reacted in the form of sneezing. So if the person is having good immunity, definitely his body will be immune against these allergic reactions. So allergic rhinitis happens in a person with low immunity first of all. And the second cause is it can be due to any allergens like dust, pollens or any type of sort of smell. Even if perfume smells used to get irritated for some people, and also any type of when we splutter the mustard and chili and all, this smell used to provoke this allergic reactions. So these all are some causes for this allergy. Even some of the pollen we can see in some plants, we can see the pollen grains. It used to be more allergic to certain people. And also some sort of drugs, intake of some recurrent use of any nasal decongestants may cause allergic reactions. Even intake of certain food items like seafoods, which includes prawns, squid and also some shellfishes may lead to allergic reactions. We have to find out what are the specific reason of this allergy. Usually patient used to come and tell that I am getting recurrent sneezing in the early morning, especially when I wake. I used to sneeze for around 20 times. It's very much irritating for me. So when I expose to dust, I am getting sneezing. If I expose to any smoke, I am getting more sneezing. So these all are provoking factors that triggers this allergy. And some of the other causes are exposure to the cold climate or any intake of any chilled food items can lead to allergy. These are few causes of allergies. And now we will see the symptoms that a patient develop in allergic rhinitis. How can we confirm that this is allergic rhinitis? The first presenting symptom is recurrent sneezing. So when the person is waking in the morning, he will be having recurrent sneezing around 10 to 20 times, continuous sneezing, itching around the eyes, itching inside the ears, itching in the throat, continuous irritation inside the nose. When we see, his nose will be swollen and reddishness we can see. And also his eyes will be having continuous watering of eyes, that is excess lacrimation. This all are typical symptoms of allergic rhinitis, and some people present that recurrent headache. Regularly they will be having more headache, severe headache and running nose. These all are the symptoms of allergic rhinitis. And now we can see what are the investigation methods which we have to follow in allergic rhinitis. Mainly we can see confirm it through the clinical diagnosis, clinical analysis only. And the other methods are blood investigation. We can see the blood counts, absolute eosinophil counts and also allergy IgE. These are the investigative methods which we usually follow in this condition. And now we will come to the do's and don'ts. What all diets are important and what all to avoid. The one who is suffering from allergic rhinitis must avoid the surroundings which is more dusty. That means wherever he is sitting, wherever he is living, his surroundings must be very clean. All the wardrobes and everything must be wiped properly with wet cloth. Fan, cupboards, everything must be clean. And the other thing is that he must be taking food which is very easily digestible. That's very important. The person should avoid chill food items, fermented drinks, like bottled drinks we see in juices, all which is coming in bottle, you have to avoid it. And also excess intake of seafoods, especially prawns, squid and shellfishes, must avoid these food items. And also you must avoid food items which is having more adulterants, like added sweets or adjuvants which is adding which they are adding for increasing the taste and all. You must avoid those things. So some sort of chemicals in that may give you provoke your allergy. So you have to avoid the intake of maida products and bakery products more. Try to take very light food that is little hot, not too much hot and not cold also. Drink plenty of water which is boiled. Boiled water is better in this condition. And also you can have food items which is like legumes, fruits which is not much sour. If you are allergic to any fruit like grapes, some people are allergic to grapes. They will say that when I take grapes, I am getting more cough, I am getting more sneezing. So just try to avoid those fruits if you are feeling that it is allergic to you. And you can take other fruits, plenty of apples, pomegranate, and also you can have sweet oranges. This all will give you more immunity, increases your immunity against this allergic rhinitis. And also people who are having the habit of taking bananas must avoid the intake of bananas during this time, because it may trigger these allergens. So it reduces your immunity against these allergens. So try to avoid that. And also some of the probiotics are very essential. That probiotics means the food which is very essential to increase the good bacteria in our body, in our gut. So you can have probiotics like paneer, even buttermilk which is not much chilled, which is not at all chilled. You can have fresh buttermilk and also paneer all. It increases your good bacteria in your gut. These type of probiotics increases the good bacteria in your gut. So it fight against these allergens which is coming from externally due to any other reasons. Even if it is a bacteria or virus, whatever it is, justly if there is a good bacteria within us, it will fight against these allergens. And other things which you have to avoid is avoid exposure to more cold climate, especially if you are having any allergy in using AC and all, try to avoid it, because better to avoid those type of situations. It all will provoke your allergic reactions. These are few methods which you have to be cautious. The other thing is Ayurvedic concept of allergic rhinitis. Here in Ayurveda we say all over the imbalance of three doshas leads to diseases. So when toxins are increasing in our body, definitely it increases the kapha dosha, that is kapha dosha get vitiated and leads to indigestion, which leads to this type of illness. So here we have to balance our digestive power. That's very important. You have to be cautious that you must have a very light diet to bring your digestion in a proper level. That is must bring, then only you can make these three doshas in the normal stage, in the equilibrium stage. When they are in the normal stage only, you will be free from this illness. You will get more immunity. So first, the protocol which we follow in Ayurveda is we give Dipana Pachana medicines, digestive medicines for the patients to bring out their digestive level in a proper way. Then we used to follow the Panchakarma techniques like Virechanam, Nasyam. very important that Nasim is commonly followed in allergic rhinitis, because if this condition is not properly treated, it leads to many other complications like nasal polyp, recurrent sinusitis and all. So this condition must be very properly treated. You can get a very good result in Ayurvedic treatments in these conditions, in allergic rhinitis. Nasya is followed. Nasya, I told that nasal administration of medicine, which is useful to remove the kaba above the neck region completely. It removes, and also it gives a very good benefit in this allergic rhinitis. Recurrent sneezing can be controlled through this Nasya procedure, and also some sort of Shamana medicines, the palliative medicines, which is very important to be used in this. Usually the medicines which we give is something that is having a good digestive power and also immunomodulation. Immunomodulators are given in this condition. For example, like Haridra Kanda, Sitopaladi Churna, like that. Some few medicines we used to advise patients. There are no common medicine for anyone in Ayurveda. That's a common thing which people think, that everybody can use Ayurvedic medicine in any way. No, it depends upon the patient's prakriti and what dosha is prominent that time, and how, depending upon his prakriti only we are advising medicines. So there is no common medicines. You have to take a guidance of an Ayurvedic doctor to get properly what medicine is suitable for you. These are common medicines which we use, like Haridra Kanda, Sitopaladi Churna, Trikati Churna, all commonly we use in this condition to increase the immunomodulation against these diseases. And even you can commonly use ginger milk, which is very beneficial in this condition. I can add a half teaspoon of turmeric also into it, and you can mix it and take 2 times daily in order to increase the immunity against these diseases. So these are few informations about allergic rhinitis. So if you felt it is very beneficial for you, definitely share this video, subscribe my channel those who are not subscribed yet, and also our WhatsApp link is given. You can join through that link, and directly you can ask the doubt in our personal numbers, whatever it is. Definitely I will respond to your comments and also your doubts. So next time we will see with a new video.